name that represented like my sentiment to the diaspora, which is for us to like come back to our roots, come visit. Honestly, it's even more than just coming to Africa. It's about coming home to ourselves, loving who we are, loving our locks, our natural hair, our big noses, our big lips.
Hi guys, hi lovelies, welcome to my channel. It's a girl EfyaKimora here. If you're old here, thank you so much for coming back, and if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and also turn on your notification bell for more of travel, adventure, lifestyle and such a video. Guys, guess who is on my channel again?
She loves money.
Intellectual, a young African American lady who has moved to Ghana for a couple of months now. In my previous video, we discussed why she moved to Ghana, and she stated that she moved to Ghana to find peace and sense of belonging.
If I'm going to leave America, America doesn't really give me a lot of peace, you know, I don't really feel like I belong. I want to go to a place where I feel peace, where I feel like I belong. And I was just so peaceful. I mean, Ghana is peaceful, but it's something about going to the north, like this silence, you know what I mean? It's like a silence. It's just so peaceful. And then the women with their hijabs on the motorcycles.
We discussed a lot, so you can go back to that. You can go back to my channel and watch the whole interview video. So this African American lady I'm talking about is also an entrepreneur. She owns an e-commerce shop, but her entrepreneur spirit was inspired by the local Ghanaians on her first visit to Ghana.
How did I start and why did I start? That's where we're going to jump right on in. I started my e-commerce store last November of 2021. I started it right after my first visit to Ghana. So I visited Ghana for the first time. I had a month-long adventure, solo traveling different parts of Ghana. So before going to Ghana, I knew that like I wanted to start a business, right? But I didn't really know what. And for me, I wasn't going to start a business just to start a business. Like I needed to have meaning. I need to know what I'm doing. Like I have to have an idea. So it wasn't really on the front of my mind. But when I got to Ghana and probably halfway, maybe like 2 weeks into my trip, I just became really inspired by local Ghanaians. So one thing you'll notice when you come here is like everyone is trying to sell you something. Hey! Literally everyone is trying to sell you something. They might not say this, but they're entrepreneurs. I feel like Ghanaians, most of them who are hawking on the street when they have the water or the couch or the bed or whatever they have on their head, I'm telling you, I've seen some crazy stuff while I was in traffic. They'll try to sell it to you and they will not take no for an answer. So I was really inspired by that entrepreneurial spirit in local Ghanaians. I was like, wow, if they could do this here, you know what I mean? Why can't I do this in the States? Like, why can't I be an entrepreneur in the States? Why can I not start my own business in the States where I have so much opportunity?
So we're going to talk about this whole entrepreneur thing, her shop, and the name behind this shop. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Let's get right into the video. Let's go.
Okay, yeah, giving me the soft t-shirts. Braa Fie.
Shirt, Braa Fie.
Do you understand the Braa Fie?
Yes, come home.
Wow.
And I know I added the extra A, but that was just my own little spin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Braa Fie, a black owned.
A black owned.
Connecting the African diaspora to come home to honor your royal lineage. Okay, so Braa Fie, what is it about this t-shirt and this whole brand?
So for those of you who don't know, because I feel like a lot of your subscribers are Ghanaian, right? Yeah. So it means come home in a Ghanaian language called Twi, which you already know.
Yeah.
But a lot of African Americans in the States don't really, know that that's what it means.
Yeah.
So I wanted a name that represented like my sentiment to the diaspora, which is for us to like come back to our roots, come visit. Not everybody has to live here in Africa. Not everybody has to live in Ghana specifically. But I think it's important for us to at least come back. Yeah, exactly. And experience that peace and all that Africa has to offer us. Because we've been gone for so long. We've been told negative things about the continent. And I think it's time. And I think we are. Like there have been people or there have been African Americans who have come back before, but I think this is like the second group of us coming back. And even though there are a lot of us coming back, there's so many of us who don't even know that like it's a necessity. So that's what our brand is about, just uplifting African travel and just reminding us to love ourselves and who we are and where we come from.
Yeah, I love they love ourselves. It's not like coming to Ghana specifically, but any other African country.
Any African country, and honestly, it's even more than just coming to Africa. It's about coming home to ourselves, loving who we are, loving our locks, our natural hair, our big noses, our big lips, love it all, because they have literally tried to make us hate ourselves for so long.
Yeah, sure.
And it's not even just in the States, it's also here on the continent.
I want to be this, I want to be that.
Bleaching, all of the things. So our brand just represents us coming together as one and really just loving ourselves.
Okay, Braa Fie.
Braa Fie.
Come home.
Come home.
Wow. The inspiration, like, how do you get the name?
Oh, okay. So like I was saying, I was so excited when I came up with it. The original name was something else. Y'all, fun fact for those of you who just found out, the original name of my e-commerce store was Divine Empress Boutique. And I chose that name because here, when they're trying to sell something to you, they'll call you Empress if you're a woman. Empress, Queen. But I soon realized if the e-commerce store and the brand was something that I really wanted to grow, and in my mind, I always do this. I always just think really big. Like, I can't help it. I'm thinking big. Like, I don't want small. I'm sorry. I'm thinking big. So I was just like, that name is not going to carry me far. Divine Empress Boutique, especially with the boutique. And I don't know, I just felt like that name wouldn't carry me far. So I started brainstorming other names. I was like, I love tweet. It's really aggressive, but it's really beautiful. I love how they communicate with each other. And I even want to learn tweet and become fluent in it while I'm living in Ghana as well. Anyway, I love tweet. So I reached out to my Ghanaian friend and I was like, I want something that represents the essence of my store, right? And my whole goal is to bring about awareness in the diaspora to travel back to Africa, specifically Ghana, but Africa in general. You don't necessarily have to live here, but to be able to travel back and have that magical experience, like that transformative experience that I had, I want that for everyone, right? And I want to spark conversation about coming back. And so I was like, I need a name that just aligns with that. And I remember listening one of y'all told songs and hearing like Fie and asking my tour guide at the time what that meant. And I remember something about money and home and something, right? So I was asking him, well, how do you say come home in tweet? And that is how the name came about, y'all. So Braa Fie, it means come home in tweet. And that represents the essence of like my work that I'm doing here, the essence of my beliefs that we should all have the opportunity in the diaspora to visit Africa. It doesn't have to be Ghana, but Ghana is where I am. But I think we all deserve an opportunity to visit and to get to know who we are, y'all.
This is really the tip of the iceberg, since she discusses how to establish a business in Ghana, how much money you will need, the mistakes she made, and everything else you need to know on her channel. I will leave a link to her video in the description. Kindly go check it out.
No, so this one, I'm going to put this one on, guys, right now for you to see how it looks on me.
I thought she would represent it very well, y'all. So I reached out there and I was like, please wear my shirt.
Okay, let me take this off. This is me here, black on black.
It fits.
Wow.
Do I have to get a picture of you before?
Braa Fie, reconnecting African diaspora to the African continent through uniquely made African products. You can follow her on IG and also visit her site www.braafie.com. Don't forget to patronize her. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until we meet again in my next video, it's your girl EfyaKimora here. Love you and bye bye.